YouTube, what's good? Welcome back to the spaceship. I saw an Instagram post on BPM Supreme recently, and it was about the pitfalls of being a DJ. I started to read the comments, and a lot of them resonated with myself, so I picked a whole bunch of them that I thought were really good to talk about. So, like, if you are a DJ, you might relate to this already. If you want to be a DJ or you're an aspiring DJ, these are definitely some things you want to listen to, read, and think about for yourself for your future as well, because there's just things I wish I knew and things you don't know until you're in it. But let's get into it. All right, so first off, number one, we got Encounter 909 says, this is what bugs me about the DJ community. There are two types of DJs or DJing, and people always ask this question. If your goal is to be an artist and to tour the world, stay true to your musical style and craft and don't stray. Now, if your goal is to move the crowd no matter what, room, club, bar, backyard, so on and so forth, then stay true to your craft and explore all musical styles. People put DJs in a small box and think they're all the same, but there are many types of DJs and all serve a purpose. For an example, I've got a house DJ and a turntable both. I think something messed up there. On that note, don't get me wrong, I feel if you are a true DJ, meaning DJing is your life, then you should be comfortable in all DJ aspects and know a little of all. But that's my opinion. All right, now with this one, I'm going to agree with certain things he said. You definitely want to be able to, if you're just a regular DJ, a traditional DJ is someone who plays music, all kinds of music, to the crowd, no matter where they are. Today is a little different, where you have a lot of producers, people who make music, remixes and stuff like that. They're getting booked, even blowing up off of edits and things like that, and they're getting booked to DJ or rock a party, or they're getting booked as an artist, and they might not necessarily be a DJ, but they make dope music. And so you have some people having to learn the skill of being a DJ and to get better at it. And it's like there's definitely different styles of DJing. There's definitely different type of DJs. Even within DJing, you have some people that just only play one genre only, or you have the open format DJs, and you have the people who are just like do the local scene or wherever they are, and you have DJs that just get booked, they tour international and stuff like that. So you definitely, just because you start somewhere doesn't mean you can't go somewhere else afterwards. Me personally, I'm a producer actually first. I just put in time to learn how to actually DJ, and the gigs I do are like regular DJ gigs. So it's like we play top 40, we play like stuff you hear on the radio, and mix in your style too. But there's all kind of parties. There's house parties, there's hip hop, Afrobeat, reggaeton parties, all that kind of thing. So you do have to kind of figure out where you want to go, and then you just figure out what works for you and take it to where you can. Sometimes you don't have control over, like, some routes I will say are hard. Let's say you're playing a style that not many people recognize or know about. It'll be harder for you. You're not gonna be able to play that stuff for a top 40 crowd. You probably need to go start your own party. Find your crowd and bring them to you and develop it and grow it, which is not easy at all. Let's go to the next one. Netgate says, almost everything. It's horrible for your physical and mental health in many ways. We do this for the love of the music. I agree. And then someone comments, it's Moody comments, really got to take care of your body for the longevity. Netgate responds, 100% for sure. But one of the things that's extremely detrimental for DJs, nightlife workers, that most don't realize is the sleep schedule. Majority of us not going to bed till 3 to 7 a.m. Sometimes later it throws off our circadian rhythm, and just a lot of negative health effects proceed. Also, assume you're getting the 7 to 9 hours of sleep you need after. And the worst part is working till that late is not really something in our control. Now, this one resonates with me a lot, really heavy, because I've always had sleeping problems when I was in high school, young, and being an insomniac, it's hard for you to go to sleep. Sometimes it's hard for you to stay asleep once you do go to sleep. Now, being a DJ, I get home about, like, our set may not end till 3 o'clock. I might not get home till 4 or something. There's times I might, if we're DJing till 4, I might not get home till 5 or something or later. So it is tough on the body. It is tough trying to find ways to fall asleep and go to sleep. Me personally, I would say you definitely want to try to have a routine. if you can. It's hard to have a good routine when you don't go to bed the same time every night, but using teas, like sleepy time tea. Some people like CBD, using whatever else can like just relax you, taking a bath. There's whatever you want to use to help you relax and get ready to go to bed. Definitely want to have that, because it is like, once you're in it, like you're always up late, and you're just a night owl, and it's hard to wake up in the morning, And now for me, like, it's hard for me just to stay asleep. I can't even sleep in anymore. Even when I'm dead tired and I go to bed late, I can't even stay asleep long enough. I have to go to sleep like later in the day. So this is something that if you have sleeping problems, definitely want to be aware of that. You definitely want to make sure you're taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, what you're feeding yourself, all that. All right, number 3, Kenny Beat says constant exposure to drug and alcohol use. I feel you on this. I struggle with this all the time. I try to keep sober, but I usually fail at the attempt. Same in here, bro. All right, so obviously people want to come out and party, have fun. There will be alcohol there, definitely, and sometimes there's going to be drugs there. It depends on your personality. If it's something you're into and you like doing it, like you definitely don't want to do too much. Just not even just drugs, but alcohol in general. Like after a while, it wears you down. Like I know me, like I never was a big alcohol drinker, but I do have drinks occasionally, like to celebrate and things like that. But now, like I just feel like alcohol makes me tired, so I don't like drinking too much. I definitely don't drink that much when I'm DJing, because when I first started DJing, I didn't want to rely on having to use alcohol to not be nervous or have to get ready and have to depend on it. I didn't want to use it as a crutch, so I made sure that whenever I DJ, that I was always sober. That's why I drink sometimes, occasionally when I feel like it, when I'm in the mood, but I don't need to drink to DJ, and I rarely do it. I feel like when you see me drinking when I'm DJing, because they got passion fruit juice, and I love passion fruit juice. So they have like dope drinks, and frozen drinks. If they got frozen drinks, you might see me with one of those. But otherwise, like I'm not big on drugs or alcohol. So number 4, the God DJ says, I feel like it's an extremely delicate balance that does take its toll mentally. I find it extremely hard to stay true to my style while also playing music that the crowd expects to hear. Since the two do not gel with one another, I'm just doing the same thing everyone else is doing, and this is by far my biggest downside to being a DJ. Wouldn't trade it for the world though. Alright, I feel him, because it's like you have the music that is dear to your heart, you have the music that you love, the music that you want to play, but what you want to play is not always what you need to play for the crowd you're in front of. I feel like I have to reprogram the way I think, because there are tons of songs that I don't like, I don't listen to, I don't want to hear. I have no interest in them, but I know they are going to set the party off or rock the crowd, or they're necessary to play in my set to get this crowd going. You know what I mean? Like, I play all kinds of music. I play hip hop. There's hip hop songs I don't like. I play house music. I play tech house. I don't listen to all this stuff. I barely listen to music anymore since I started DJing. It's just like, it's because I'm constantly always looking for songs, finding songs, and playing things. What you want to do is, if you have the chance, if you have the crowd, try to educate them little by little. Like they say, like 2 for you, 1 for me. So it's like you play like 2 songs for the crowd, and then play 1 song that you like that fits. But also, you never want to try to like force anything to lose the crowd. Sometimes you get nervous. I know sometimes there's certain songs like, I don't know if I should drop this. They don't know what this is. And like there are songs that I really love. Like recently I played the Young Thug and Drake song, and like I played the hook. No one was moving. So as soon as the hook was done, I just went to the next song, because even though it's a dope song, I love the beat. Drake's verse is dope. They didn't really know what it was yet. So it doesn't make sense to play the song and play a song too long. They'll lose interest and they'll leave and stuff like that. Definitely want to provide what the crowd wants. So, and identifying what that crowd is. So it's not always going to be the music that you want to play. Like I said, if you want to play the music you really want to play and enjoy, you want to have your own party, so you play whatever you want. All right, number 5. Library maintenance is never ending. Equipment issues, having spare parts for any conceivable emergency, and everything needs to do said. Bro, listen. I feel like library management has taken over my life. I feel like all I do now is try to manage my library, and I hate doing it, and I try to put it off for so long until it's just like, there's always songs coming out non-stop. There's so many songs dropping. Everyone and their mom has access to music making equipment or software now, and it's dropping whatever. You got people blowing up on TikTok. Oh, I'm dropping a song. There's way too much music coming out. It wasn't as much music coming out before. I'm the type of DJ, I want to stay up on hip hop, R&B. I want to stay up on maybe a little bit of Latin, house. I play Brazilian music sometimes, dance hall. Within each genre itself, there's a lot of music dropping, and then you want to stay on top of all those genres, I get anxiety. It's people be sending me music, I'm like, please, I can't. Unless you're sending me music to like to play like on a radio show or something like that, I'm just like, man, there's way too much music. So it's definitely, just know that you're gonna be spending a lot of time organizing, because I feel like library management is like top 3, if not number 1, into making you become a good DJ. Because if you don't have the songs, if you don't know where the songs are and can't find them, how are you going to be good and rock the crowd when you can't even find anything? So it's like, if you don't have it set up where you can move fast and move efficiently, you're gonna have a tough time during your set. Everyone's attention span is going down, getting shorter and shorter. You gotta keep their attention, so it's definitely tough. All right, number 6. The dating life is trash. Oh my gosh. Now, I'm not the only one to say this. I've been single for a while I've been DJing, and I've been in a relationship while I'm DJing. And I will say that you are very busy as a creative. I don't care what you do. You're busy no matter what. The only thing about being a DJ is that you most likely work nights and you most likely work the weekend. Most people work 9 to 5 and they work Monday through Friday. So their weekends they have off. So the times that people have to chill or hang out, you gotta go to work. You're gonna be on opposite schedules with a lot of people, unless they are some kind of creative as well or have the same schedule as you and work weekends, and you guys can match up. But it's just like, you don't see your friends a lot. If the people you know don't come to your gig when you get to see them because they're during the week, I'm sleeping, so I don't really see that many people. Like, now will make time if someone hits me up like, hey, let's go get lunch or something, or go hang out somewhere. Like, I'll get up, I'm free to do that. But if you don't have that and people only want to do things on the weekends, it's like, dude, if you don't come see me at my gig, I'm never gonna see you. So it's definitely tough. Your social life is definitely gonna take a hit, especially when you start getting really busy. It's gonna be very difficult. And people think I'm joking, but I'm like, yo, when you're a DJ, most of the time the only people that are on your same schedule are like people who work in the service industry, like at restaurants, bartenders, strippers, and stuff like that. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, there's not a lot of people who are up when you're up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So it's tough, definitely. All right, number 7, missing out on all the weekend plans with friends, family. It seems like a social job because of all the people around, but it's actually super lonely. Wouldn't trade it for the world, though. I'm super lucky to have a job I truly love. Listen here, you are definitely gonna be by yourself a lot. Trust me. If that bothers you, you might want to think about this, because unless you have a crew that's going to roll with you, or just have someone that's going to ride with you to your gigs and stuff like that, a lot of times I'm by myself. Majority of the time I'm by myself. It doesn't bother me at all. I was raised like I was the only child. Even if I have other DJ friends, I can't go to their gigs because I'm probably most likely busy DJing myself. Unless they have something going on when I'm available to go see them. You don't get to see, like, and be around for a lot of things. A lot of times you want to go home for the holidays, and that's when parties are happening and things are popping. And my family lives 7 hours away. I still make time and I go home. I don't care, because it's like, I gotta see my family. That's probably one of the most important things in my life is my family. So I go back to make sure I check them, especially on the holidays. But you will miss out on like events and hanging out with people unless you bring them to you. So, all right, number 8, none. There are no pitfalls. Every time I want to complain, I look at people around me who have corporate jobs, and I shut my mouth because I'm doing what I want for a living and enjoying it. Now, this is someone who's looking at everything positively. There's always pros and cons to everything, to every job, to every situation. This person has a perspective that, not also as well, like, I feel very blessed to be able to show up, press buttons, play music, and most likely have everyone enjoy themselves and have a good time. I do my best not to complain because I could be doing something else. I remember when I did have a job and I hated it there and I couldn't wait to leave and do something else. And now I have the chance to be a DJ, play music for people, have fun. It is a social job. You're around people, things like that. So you definitely don't want to like worry about the negative too much, because for myself, I just feel like it is a privilege to come anywhere and just pull up, play music, rock out. And that's what we get paid to do. It's a dope job. I don't really consider it a job like that, but it is. But I definitely have a lot of fun. I'm gonna try to do it for as long as I can, as long as I enjoy it. And I'm trying to keep the enjoyment in it so that I don't get tired of it or I don't hate it. So definitely want to have a positive outlook on things you're doing. So keep that in mind as well. Number 9 is our last one. Constantly doubting if you are good enough. But I suppose that's every profession if you're a high achiever. Now, this one doesn't relate to me that much. I don't really doubt myself that much. I'm very confident, but I've also been doing it for a while now. I mean, there's people who've been doing it way longer than me. I've only been DJing for maybe about 8 years. Once you start start DJing and practicing on a consistent basis, your confidence is going to go up. Your skills are going to get better. There's just no way around that. You want to make sure you are working hard enough and working enough to get your skills at a point where you won't doubt yourself, where you believe that I'm about to rock this party, or I'm about to definitely tear this party up and we're going to have fun. I remember a gig I did recently and they're like, are you nervous? I was like, nah, I do this. And the reason I feel that way, because I'm confident, because I've rocked parties before. I've rocked big parties and I rock small parties, and I do my best. I try hard. I make sure my library is on point, make sure I got the songs you want to practice to make sure you're doing good. It's a process. And the more you do it, the more comfortable you will be doing things, and you'll be able to do more tricks and do more fancy stuff once you get the experience. It's all repetition and persistence. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never want to be like, I've had gigs where I'm playing music and I think the music's dope or I think it's good, and like not a lot of people are dancing or moving. There are some events where people they come there to just socialize and talk and drink. They don't come there to cut a rug. They don't come there to get busy and dance. Just every event is different. And then you have some events where, like, when the crowd is younger, they want to go crazy and go all like they're going in. And so you want to believe that you can do this. You want to believe in yourself and your skills, and make sure you're doing your best to, get yourself ready to feel like every set that I touch, we're going to get popping, like we're going to get busy. So that's my 2 cents on the pitfalls of being a DJ. If you have anything you want to add, anything you feel that needs to be said, please drop it down in the comments for the people that, some of us are still learning. I'm always learning. You never stop learning, never stop trying to get better. We always want to keep leveling up no matter where we're at. I want to get to the next level and the next level and the next level. And I mean, there's so many aspects to DJing, and now people are, making remixes, making mashups. You got Serato stems. Like, there's so many things you can do and to get better at and perform. And so many DJs, so much competition. You want to make sure you're out there and ready, able to do a good job. So also, this job is not easy. As fun as it looks, it's not easy on the mental or physical. You want to make sure you're taking care of yourself as well, because it's not easy and you can wear yourself out. There's some people who aren't here anymore because it's just not easy, especially you're on tour, you're away from your family, you're like, a lot of these things affect us differently. So I just want to bring some attention to this stuff so that you can be prepared when it's your time to get busy and be the DJ you can be. All right, thanks for watching, and if you like this video, make sure you check out my 10 things I wish I knew about DJing. Peace.